Welcome to Skylar Maritime's video tutorial on measuring bow corner fenders on push boats. Follow our step-by-step directions to ensure that you get accurate and useful measurements that we will use to build a fender that fits your vessel as well as possible. The first thing to know is the way we call out fender dimensions. We start with A, the thickness, B, the height or width, and then C, the total length of the fender. These are the basic dimensions we need to provide you with pricing. We also recommend getting two additional sets of measurements. We want to know D, how much the corner kicks out going down the side of the vessel, and E, the amount of deck fall or the degree to which the deck angles up near the bow area of the vessel. Now that you know what dimensions we need, we will show you how to gather these dimensions. We will start by determining the length of the fender. Note that we are measuring the hull itself, not the fender. There are three critical dimensions. A, the distance from the side of the push knee to the start of the bow curve, which is referred to as the tangent point. Next, B, the length of the curve from tangent 1 to tangent 2, where the curve ends. And lastly, C, the length from tangent 2 to where you would like the fender to end. Here is a little more detail on measuring the length of a curve. Our recommendation would be to locate where the curve starts, also referred to as tangent 1, and mark it with a pencil or chalk. Then find where the curve ends, or tangent 2, and mark that point. Once tangent 1 and tangent 2 are marked, measure the distance around the curve between the 2 points. Now let's put it all together to figure out the full length of the fender. As mentioned previously, when we were looking at the vessel diagram, start by measuring from the side of the push knee to the start of the curve or tangent 1 and make a mark. Then find tangent 2 and make a mark there. Then measure from tangent 1 to tangent 2. And lastly, find where you want the fender to end and mark it with a pencil and measure from tangent 2 to wherever you would like the fender to end. As a general rule, the fender is placed 1 inches to 2 inches from the side of the push knee to allow room for welding. The end of the fender can be anywhere you would like, but at least 3 or 4 feet past the tangent 2 point is recommended. With the fender length measured, we can move on to the other two critical dimensions. In the picture to the left, you will see how to take the measurement of the height of the fender. For the height, we are measuring the rubber portion only and not considering the steel components of the fender. In the picture to the right, you will see how to measure the thickness of the fender. Again, like the height measurement, you are measuring the rubber. Most fenders, like the one in the picture, have a chamfer or a bevel. You will want to make sure that you are not measuring to the start of the chamfer and are measuring all the way out to the face of the fender. Now we move to the procedure that will give you the kick out and the shape of the corner. Using the side of the push knee or some other known straight line, measure down from where the push knee meets the corner 6 inches or so and make a mark. Then, measuring as straight as possible, take a measurement from that mark to the inside of the hull for dimension A. Then measure down 12 inches or so, mark it, and measure across for dimension B. Repeat this process until you feel comfortable that you have a good representation of the hull shape. To find the deck fall or slope of the deck near the bow, find a flat spot on the deck and place a level on the deck. Lift one side of the level until you find the level point. Then measure the distance between the level and the deck. You will represent the measurement as the distance between the deck and the level by the length of the level you are using. For example, if you have a 24-inch long level and the distance between the level and the deck is 2 inches, you will state the dimension as 2 inches on 24 inches. In review, when calling out fender dimensions, these dimensions should be expressed as the thickness by the height by the length. The length of the fender is comprised of 3 dimensions: from the side of the push knee to the start of the curve, or tangent 1, tangent 1 to the end of the curve, or tangent 2, and from the tangent 2 to wherever the fender should end. To ensure the best possible fit, we also want to have information on the kickout and the deck fall. We understand that you might have questions, or some of the instructions might not be totally clear to you. If this is the case, we encourage you to contact us for clarifications. Otherwise, we hope that you have found this video helpful. We look forward to seeing what you come up with and building your next bow corner fender. Check out our YouTube page for more informative videos. Thank you for your time and good luck.